Hi, good morning, students. Good morning to all.
Very good morning, sir.
Morning.
Good morning.
जी गुड मॉर्निंग. सो आई बिलीव आप लोगों ने प्रैक्टिकल शुरू कर दिए एंड यू ऑल started working on Python and some machine learning models. Is there any doubt to anyone in the previous session and or any other topic which you are unable to perform? कोई ऐसा टॉपिक जहाँ इशू आ रहा हो या कोई दिक्कत हो? Okay. So I think let us start the sessions. We have certain lab sessions, so it's better if you can get into certain lab sessions. You'll get some outcomes. I think it is on page number 15 if you can check your book. So you try to solve these problems as well. I'll share a screen. So I believe you must have started. So in the previous session, we discussed that how you have to start with the Python and machine learning, the core machine learning models. And I gave you at least some idea that how you can perform and what is the real purpose of this machine learning, right, or artificial intelligence, and what are the scenarios and what are their applications. We are supposed to talk on applications as well. So just take a look. There is a page number 15 of MCSL 228. Hope you must have this document. Otherwise, you can download from online as well. So just take a look. I think my screen is visible, right? Okay. So just take a look. There you have a session-wise lab assignments. And it's like logic building models, nothing else. It's majorly a logic building models, right? Where you have to think like how to solve common problems using Python. Solve NQ algorithms problem without using recursion. So if you are not using recursion, then how you will go with the N queen algorithm, or implement the backtracking approach to solve the N queen problem. So some common problem statements being given. I think if you can just go through with these methods, try to, you will get even a code online. But the purpose is not to get only the code. The purpose is at least you should be aware of hands-on, at least with the Python and machine learning first of all, and then only you can able to perform. Yeah, somebody I think raise a hand. Somebody's there. You may please unmute and speak, or type on chat. Okay. So basically, there are some basic methods, basic logic building methods, nothing else. So it is not actually machine learning, but it is the way how you can do some hands-on on Python, right? And giving some problem statements in Python, that how you can solve these kind of issues in Python. So there you will find like alpha beta pruning algorithms. So now further, then you have BST, DFS, BFS, that is breadth first search or depth first search model. This is important. Okay, this is generally also comes in your exams also. So this one is very important, how you can define the breadth first search or depth first search algorithms, or then IDDFS, that is iterative deepening depth first search, and how it is different. So it's basically nothing but related to a searching technology. So how you can apply some search techniques. So if we have to search a data, then what is the process to identify where is your data and how to perform in case if your data is even in the unstructured format, because it is a hierarchy of the data. Let's say you have folders and folders, and internally you have some data set. So there are various ways to identify the searching techniques. So it's basically nothing but the searching techniques are all about. Further, we need to go through with the BFS, that is best first search, and then A star algorithm, AO star, IDA star. So certain sessions were there. Total 10 sessions mentioned in your AI lab. That is a lab for AI. Okay. And in the same pattern for machine learning, we have to start with the session number 11. And then session number 11, we have a K nearest algorithm, right? K neighbor, it is called KNN algorithm, that is K nearest neighbor algorithm. So it is KNN naive based algorithms. I think yesterday I have shown, and there must be some more algorithms over there. So even if you go with the W3C Python and just open your Python code, in fact, there in the machine learning, you must identified some common algorithms, right? So there you have some, you see there is a k-mean algorithm is already there. If you can take a look, there's a k-mean algorithms, and various other algorithms are already mentioned. But now you can understand there you have a KNN. So K nearest neighbor algorithm is already mentioned, and it is a part of machine learning. And I think you can, if you're going through with the sequence, if it is actually within the sequence, then you can understand. In machine learning, this is according to W3 schools, it is just the last algorithm which you are supposed to do in the machine learning. And according to your books, we are supposed to start with somehow like naive bayes and knn algorithms. Then you have decision tree, this is also mentioned over there, logistic and various other types of regression and data classifications. So algorithms, CVM is a very important. Again, SVM, that is support vector machine. SVM is another data classification algorithms which we are supposed to do. Then regression, I think you start with the regression, so you can do all these regression, linear regression, multilinear regression. I think this is only regression, but you should go through with a linear regression, then multilinear regression, then polynomial regression, logistic regression, reg regression, lasso regression. So there are various other regression algorithms are there. Okay, even it is not mentioned all the algorithms, but for advanced techniques, actually, you have to go through with all these various algorithms. Then you have a SVR, that is support vector regression on the data set of your choice. Then ANN algorithm, we are supposed to do not only ANN, then CNN and RNN algorithms are important, right? Feed forward neural networks. So think like it's not only the implementation. There you have a priori PCA. PCA is a very important algorithm, principal component analysis. So almost all the list of the algorithms were already mentioned, and there are in total somehow you will find 20 good algorithms. So there you will find 20 algorithms starting from the basics of the uh, your project building model. And I think if you just go through step by step, you will find. And now how to proceed with this? It's always better to select a particular some data set. Okay, initially I don't think so you need a data set, but yes, afterwards, once you are into the machine learning, then actually you need some data set. And to collect the real data set, because I don't know whether you have some data or not. So I suggest for the practicals, because without data you cannot go and make a proper model. So what is the best practice? The best practice is you can find some data set related to any business application. So I'll give you the way. If you really start, then how you have to collect the data set for the business application. Let us say we'll take a healthcare uh, data set, or you can go with a social media data set, or you can take any like some customer care data set, right? So it's better you collect some data set, and based on certain data set, then only you are supposed to perform these algorithms, right? I hope the screen is visible to all, right? This is the way how you are supposed to apply various algorithms, right? Is that clear? So the best practice, you need to understand the best practice, how you are supposed to perform. Okay. So there you will find how you are supposed to perform. And for performing all these activities, the best practice is, I think now it's shared, right? Nishant and Satyavati.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So there I just show you back what I was supposed to share. This is what like the types of algorithm I was talking all about. So this is KNN algorithm and all. And in this algorithm, you can even go with the W3 schools, and in W3 schools also you will easily find that there is a proper some common algorithms already mentioned over there, right? So if you are already through, I hope yesterday you are through with
Screen
the basics of
not
Python,
visible.
right? But if you are not done so, please go through. It is important. So you can find almost all the common algorithms were already mentioned over there. You got a mean median mode that is related to data analysis, and you have a standard deviation, percentile. These are the basics algorithm for any analytical model. Then you got the regression. There you have a linear regression, polynomial regression, multiple regressions. So you will find these algorithms according to your see there you have a logistic regression, linear regression, session number 12, session number 14. So things are already there. Okay, decision tree is there, confusion matrix is there, in k means is there, and knn is already there. So in this way, if you just go through, decision tree is also there. This is love. And the most important, actual the purpose of machine learning, remember we have to go and train and test the model. This is very very important part. That is a crisp of actual crisp of machine learning, where we are supposed to train the engine. How you will train the engine without any data set or so? Because as yesterday I discussed about how you can create the accurate memory data set. So
Sir,
you need some data. Yes, yes,
sir,
please.
your screen is again closed.
Shall I just give me a minute? I think I'll do one more exercise. Unnecessarily again and again things going on. So let me clear some cache. Give me a minute. Okay. Yeah, I think now it's better. Want to happen. I'll share it now again. Yeah, is it visible now? I believe,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Good. So there you can find. I was talking about regression, linear regressions, and polynomial regression. So there you will find a lot of, and these all are the topic which are very very important for your course. So I think now you can understand the depth of this complete course. But how to start, and that's why I gave you an idea yesterday that you're supposed to do all these algorithms step by step. Otherwise, it is very difficult for you. You have very less time, but you also need to do a lot of practicals on it. Okay, so I recommend you should start with W3 schools with all the codes are ready to go. We can't give you the complete lectures, but this is a kind of a counseling sessions in MCA, and I prefer it's better you start with these algorithms or whatever the basics of Python, which is directly ready to go. Just you need to click and you can execute those methods. Or better you make your own module, as I told you, to start with, like Docker, and start your Docker and build a one model over there, so that we'll have a proper sessions, right? So the moment we'll have a session, give me a minute, I'll show you Docker images in my system. I think now screen is visible to all, and let me check whether I started Docker Jupyter base book. I started one
Sir,
of
not visible. Sir, not
image,
visible.
not visible again. Mm, but now actually I cleaned memory. I don't know why it is happening. Okay, no problem. So just take a look again. So you can see I got some data set on the back end where I was running some applications, and it is in the uh, as a container. It has already been processed earlier, and I got some code where I was running Jupyter as a JUP as a name of this container. So hope you yesterday started working with the Jupyter, your Docker, or because see, now you have to do many more things. Means if you really want to install all these various different applications, you need to learn Docker itself is a very vast domain, but I think I found some good videos on YouTube If you want, I'll share a screen. I think 2 hours, 3 hours, one girl was there, so I recommend that one. 2 hours approximately, one video where she tried to explain all the concepts of Docker. For the beginner, I think that is a wonderful part, but you must keep your copy pen ready with you to learn the Docker and how to process the Docker. Actually, your target is not a Docker, but to perform the real practical task. And even to solve all these sessions, all 20 sessions you need to solve, right? To process all these sessions, what is the best practice? You start with the concepts of Docker or a cloud, as I told you, Colab, Google Colab, where you can keep your data, right, ready to go. So make these problem statements, identify their Python code from Google or AI. At least you can go with the chat GPT, or otherwise today you have a lot of solutions. So I believe you are not looking for the code, but you are looking for what is the way, what is a practical way to perform all these tasks. Okay, so what is the best practice? All what you need to do, you are supposed to start with the basics. Even if you want, I'll show you some basics. Okay, and just give me a minute, I'll check. uh, yes, I ran lot of images, and let me find, yes, 1956. Okay, I'm just going to start my Jupyter notebook. Okay, and I think you will see one of the thing which is running, and I got a link. There I got a link in my system. I just need to copy this link. Okay, and let me start the things for you practically. And now I think you can see I got a local on my local machine, and I define ports like 8888 ports. Okay, and there, once you start, you will find a proper Jupyter. This is a Jupyter lab. I'm showing you the Jupyter lab, which is offline. Okay, so purely up to you if you start your process in such a way where you will find how to run your codes, how practically you can keep your codes ready with you. Okay, and there you will find a lot of labs and a lot of exercise which I performed. I think earlier I did various other projects, so I was on various other practical projects. This is one of my uh, other model, but I'll quickly show you what exactly how to perform the things. Okay, so it's always better to start and make a one folder, keep one folder ready with you, and based on that folder, right, you will get various, like, see my projects, my previous projects in the same pattern. You can make your own projects. Okay, let's say I have one ML. Let me see whether it is your ML or what. So I selected one ML part, if you will see, and uh, further, let me, I think, close all these things, not for your part. So I'll just switch off all these values. So various algorithms already I've processed, and I think you can take a look where I was working on various different grounds. Yeah, in this way you will find your notebook and open your Python 3 notebook. Okay, a new notebook. The moment you launch your new notebook, you will find a code, and according to the session, according to the algorithm, let's say today you are supposed to do any particular problem. So n queen problem if you want. Okay, so I'll just copy this n queen or anything. You can rename your file, right? And let's say I'll just mention it's n queen algorithm, Okay, and now how to start. There you have to write a code, and for Python, because you are supposed to learn all these practicals. Okay, for you I'm just doing it. Otherwise, actually, you need to solve and you need to understand what is the problem all about. This is just for your practice and giving you the way how you can perform. So even you can go to the Google or Chat GPT or wherever you want, right? If you
Excuse me, sir.
yes, yes,
Sir,
please.
screen is not visible again.
Arey yaar. I even okay. I even clear all the data set and still things are. It means that's a problem with this uh, version of Google, this browser Chrome. Well, I shared again, so please take a look. It's better if you unmute and tell me, na. Otherwise, thank you to all. At least you because I am not on the screen. So I'm on the practical screen, and that is why it's really recommended. In case if you face any inconvenience, please let me know quickly. I'll help you on that ground. Yes, I think now it's again visible, and you can see I started Jupyter, and the moment I started Jupyter, this is the platform. You can see my local host. On localhost I got a link, and I'm just started with the, let's say I got one folder called machine learning, so I have ML, and under ML I started with the first algorithm, that is NQueen, as mentioned in your lab sessions for AI as well as for your machine learning. Total 20 sessions are there. Okay, so how to perform? So that is what I did. I just copied this content, and I
Sir,
think
not visible again.
Arey yaar, this is bad. Uh, okay, some problem. Where is it? Because it's not a network problem, or okay, I'll check. Fine, I think now you can see, and I started on the browser, and on the browser, I just paste this code, write a Python code program to solve NQueen problem without using recursion. This is your session one, part A. So the moment I start working on it, I'm trying to generate. You can see you today you already have a Gemini, you have various Chat GPT and various other applications from where you can find the code, right? What is NQueen problem, and using without recursion. So it helps you to figure out like where is your data. The entire code is ready to go. Can you imagine the code? So today I think to find the code is not a big deal, right? Your code is ready to go. Only you need an explanation and all. Otherwise, one most important part, you will find you will find a geek for geek is the for advanced level. The day you complete your W3 schools, once you complete your W3 schools and all these algorithms, then I recommend you should go with the another model, that is geek for geek. In geek for geek, the explanation is already there, the code is there, and in fact any mathematical functions are required, that is also mentioned. So what is n queen problem? That is related to like what are the probabilities if you are on a chessboard, right? So what is n to n algorithm, especially for queen? So what are the moves for queen? And for example, like the following is a solution for four queen problem. So how you are supposed to do? Let us assume that these are the probability, these are the location where you can move your queen. Okay, and let's say they mentioned your data into the binary matrix. So that is 4 cross 4 binary matrix, and in 4 cross 4 you can find a proper code also over there. So this is the practice where you will find and some output being generated with explanation. So obviously you can read the proper explanation with the code, with the diagram, or in case if you will find some algorithm also, it is there. The best part, these days most of the people started their cloud support. So you need to log in, and even you can run the code and see the output there and then also. So you can you imagine, like, this is how even Geek for Geek is also providing you the same concept. So what is the best practice? We just need to capture the code, or you simply go and copy that code. Okay, the moment you copy that code, now what are these methods and what is the content? If you are already through with the Python, I think you can understand this is the way how they are declaring the global variables, let's say n, where n is equals to 4 for the entire program, and there it's a method called print solution, board print solution. Okay, and there you have a range and you are preparing that model. Okay, afterwards even the explanations are there, like why we are moving, what are the different level of moves which we are planning to go for it, and in these different moves of a queen, how can you solve the things without recursion or with recursion. Recursion is basically, at least you should know these terminologies. Recursion means the self-replicated methods, sort of, right? So you are supposed to run some self-replicated methods, so that method which call it by itself based on certain conditions or so, right? That is self-replicated methods. And all what you need to do, just you try to copy the code, take it to your libraries, paste that code. So we got a complete code in the system, right? And now we can try to solve this code. So run this method, you have an option shift enter, and then again the output is there, the code is running properly. So we got the result, we got the output, and answer is true. So it is already mentioned and it is very clearly defined. That is what we are supposed to do and all. Okay, and you can save the code, up to you, like the way you want to do. So there you have a code, but what is this explanation, what is this all program all about? So you can take a reference and you can take a link on the top, copy that link. Even you can keep that link for the reference in your program, that you got that code from this link. Let's say from this particular link you got the code. Okay, so we can give the references and the explanation, and further you can go and check what is this n queen problem statement, placing nth location chess queen on n cross n chessboard. Let's say this is a very specific 4 cross 4 matrix. Okay, on that they try to operate the queen so that no two queens attack each other. So you need to make it the query that no two queens can attach to each other, and how you are supposed to solve the problem set. This is the way how you are need to practice, and you need to identify, and you will find the proper code also with explanation. And the expected output, what is the expected output? It is already clearly mentioned, and this is what we received in this code. So there you will find, there we'll get the expectation which is true, condition is true, and finally we got the solution. So purely up to you. I hope most of the algorithms being solved by Geek for Geek. So I highly recommend the another website, that is Geek for Geek. Whenever you mention any problem, you will find a proper explanation with code and with their outputs. And mostly this code is accurate, and especially even engineering background people are also following these basic statements to make your model. And logic building, for to making logic building, they use this model a lot. So what is the best practice? I think now it is not difficult for you to prepare all these sessions. Okay, so now I think you can make all these sessions, and you can implement those sessions and keep those records and those codes with you, so that you know how to solve, and at least you can learn and practice later as well. You can understand the way where you find the code and how it performs, what is the purpose, and all various explanations, even you can go for it. So even though you want some more detail, you can get into this is what uh, You can find and you can write, copy that content. You want some more explanation, you can make one more tab. Okay, let's say insert above. So we got a one more tab on the top of it, and there you can type hash and paste that content as required. Okay, and further it is not only code, so you can make it a markdown and shift enter. This way you can make it what is the purpose of this code, right? So this is not a code, this is markdown, and press shift enter or obviously run your code. Placing hash, the moment hash is basically it makes your data as a heading tag, right? Then your data becomes into the form of heading tag, and then you got a lot of information, something like this. So purely up to you how you want to write your code, and you need to perform. But to get into these logic building, if you are not good in Python, you will face a lot of challenge. You can understand that indentation model. You can understand there is a proper process of indentation, how to write the code, what are their comments, how many methods being generated, and how to call those methods within the program, right? And there you will just run the solve enqueue. This is what you run, solve enqueue. So this method being a defined method, and there you are calling that method. Okay, so you have a defined method, and afterwards you define your board, you got your if condition, print screen, right? And solving this code, and finally you got the result. But in this you are running other methods as well and calling some other methods, so that you can able to run those methods, and these methods were defined already on the top. Solve enqueutil. Now where is enqueutil? There you have if solve enqueutil value board is equals to false. If it is false, so it means we need to run this method first of all, and whatever the result being generated, in case if it is false, and that false is the condition is true in if condition, then the message is solution does not exist. So you can write your code, and you can convert your code as per your ease as well, but at least you should know how to perform all these tasks, right? This is the best practice, best way to perform.
Sir, your screen is not visible.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Sir, your computer screen is not visible.
Sir, your screen is not visible to us.
Acha, acha, acha. No, I was just on the same page. I was explaining. In fact, you can also run that same link. I'll share that link. I think would be better from where I explained. So you can just take a look. I'll share that link. Give me a minute. Yes, on the chat I have just shared a link. So please, you can also find this link over there, and then you need not to uh, check my screen. Yeah, just take a look. Otherwise, so I was on the screen only, and I was trying to explain that code. What is this code all about, and where you will find the methods. So it's very simple Python code, and for each statement, whatever you are going to run, it is mentioned and defined over there. Obviously contribute to the author who wrote that code, and who prepared this method for all of you. So even you can read this document, and I think it's quite good to go if you are running uh, any program. So there you have a problem statement. You have a problem statement in your on page number 15, right? In the same pattern, you can run these codes, find the code from either using any AI agent, any AI chatbots, or why not Geek for Geek. So I always recommend Geek for Geek, because there you will find the explanation, mathematical formulas, obviously codes. So entire explanation, everything is there. You can run this part. This is for advanced Python data structure, AI, all algorithms, whatever is mentioned, all the algorithms are available on Geek for Geek with advanced solutions. So you can follow Geek for Geek. Before you start Geek for Geek, you have to complete your W3 schools part. Otherwise, it is little difficult for you to understand. So that is why I said it's better you read all these methods in one go. If you go through in one go, you need to spend good time. I think 3, 4, 5 hours, 8 hours, spend it on it, but complete that part, and at least you get a very good and clear picture what is this concept of Python and how to start with the methods, right? What is Python virtual environments? You can find this is what yesterday I was also talking about, VENV. In case if you want to run VS Code in your machine, if you want to run a VS Code, then use a virtual environment of Python, that is VENV model. What is it? How to run on Windows and how to run on Linux. All the steps being mentioned in W3 schools also. So these are the areas, there you will find the code and the practicals which you all supposed to work, right? Still, in case you found any inconvenience, please let me know. I'll solve your problems there and then. You can share your screens, but this is the best practice where you will find the way to perform. Any doubt? Any query? So first, create your environment. Second, environment in the form of virtual box or Docker, or why not a virtual environment of Python itself. Okay, there you will find all these steps, and deploy your packages, whatever the packages are required. Fine. And based on those packages, execute your code. There is a concept called virtual environment, VENV. Virtual environment is also there, right? So you can find again on W3 schools, the explanation is there what is virtual environment. And I think you can find the any environment, means up to you now, purely up to you. You want to do it on the core using core Python. So first you deploy in virtual environment and then you go with the core Python. You otherwise use Docker, as I'm using Docker generally in my machine. Okay, and Docker image of this data science, Python data science image. So I'm generally on it. This is the way how you can run your code. Fine. And make your code executable and keep your code throughout the life with you. This is the best practice where you can keep such code. Apart from that, you need to practice, find your problem statement, and go through with the Geek for Geek or W3 schools. I think you can complete your any AI or ML model, but you need Python. So start practicing. I gave you the roadmap of learning, machine learning and artificial intelligence. And I think step by step, you are going to face a problem. In case if you get into the algorithms, you will face some problems. So let me know, I'll help you. Obviously, we have some more sessions also. So in those sessions, further, we only go and talk about certain algorithms. Then I will not talk about these basics. But now I believe you understand what are the basics and how to perform these basics, right? Same thing for your data science lab, because we also have to work for MCSL 229. Data science lab is there, and there they mentioned some sessions also over there. So it's all up to you how you are initiating. You will find 229 somewhere. Let me check. Where is it? With me here, MCSL 229. Okay. Yeah. Okay, in MCSL 229 is also your cloud computing part. So I think it's really good to go if you want to do a hands-on on MCSL 229 that is related to your cloud and how to perform your cloud platforms and how to discuss and work on the cloud platform. I think I have already explained you start working practicals with in fact yesterday I discussed about the concepts of virtualization, and I told you to start with like a virtual box or containerization like Docker. So if really you want real-time practical on these environments, I think the best practice you start with today for your practice. It is good to go with the containerization because you are already doing practicals on Python and machine learning, AI, data science. But along with that, there you have an option to learn and go through with this part of cloud computing. So that is already mentioned. And what is SaaS? What is the theory is there? Leave that theory part. You know very well what are this theory part. I'll explain you all this theory, but our job is to do a lot of practicals. So a lot of load is there, but uh, I think today if you only complete your sessions would be more than enough, right? It would be more than enough if you start working and practically complete your sessions. You have 20 good sessions, right? And even you have some multiple subsections of each session is also available. So a lot of algorithms and a lot of explanations on these algorithms. But before you come to this stage, you need to complete your entire Python part from W3 schools, and then you come to the algorithm, right? I think it would take a lot of time for you to practice now. Start practicing, and still you face any inconvenience, so let me know. Is that clear? There you have data science lab, and let me see your data science lab. What is okay? So again, a lot of questions are there in your data science lab as well, right? And one more concern, they are also using R language. So you can try the same algorithms on Python, or in this course of your data science, they are actually promoting R language as well. So what I suggest, again, you can find on Docker, you will find a R language, or even you can run on Jupyter also. Otherwise, see if you just go and click on plus, uh, you need to deploy a one toolkit, because this is more dedicated toolkit for Python. But you can simply find a Docker image for R. Don't install uh, directly your R Studio. R Studio is one of the again IDE. So you got an official image for RBase, or in fact you want a studio, so you can try that R Studio also. but this is another language model. So first you please complete your Python part, then only you can go for the other language, because as I told you yesterday also, there are only two good languages. One is Python and second is R for the same model, same purpose. Right. Now either you do it with R or you do it the same problem statements with Python. But because it is mentioned in your course, so it's highly recommended you can start with your R language using with your R Studio or R language part as well. But that's a lateral job. First, complete one by one. Go for one by one. Then we'll have other roadmaps. So please do it by today. At least you should complete. And again, I think you will get another week. I will have a sessions in the next Saturday, I believe. On next Saturday or Sunday, we'll have other sessions. So I think we can cover that data science R language over there. And I think if you just go through with the various other sessions, again, there is a repetition of 28, 2 to 8 is also there. So I prefer you complete first of all your machine learning and AI, all 20 sessions, right? All 20 sessions. First you complete it by today or even in the next week we'll cover. And then I'll recommend to go with the data science part later in the last session somewhere, so that we can complete our language as well. So it is already mentioned in such a way, you have your program, your curriculum, but make sure you should be comfortable with machine learning and artificial intelligence using Python. Very, very important if you want to sustain in this domain, right? And take my words, whatever these 20 sessions as mentioned, even if you learn all these algorithms, especially for machine learning, top 10 machine learning algorithms as mentioned, you will get a major crack. Means almost I would say 60-70% you will be through with the machine learning. There are many things apart from these algorithms, but at least then you know what is the real concepts, and practically you can appear for your exams, right? So everybody start working on this. You still face any inconvenience, so let me know. I'll try to solve your problems there and then. Okay. Any doubt? Any doubt with anyone?
सर प्रोजेक्ट के लिए डीप लर्निंग प्रोजेक्ट ले सकते हैं सर?
हाँ बिल्कुल ले सकते हैं पवन जी. Deep learning is a wonderful topic, but before you get into deep learning, you must learn concepts of deep learning properly,
Sir.
because there you need to run. There is a concept called propagation. There is
Sir.
a forward propagation, back propagation model. और
Sir.
इसमें ना आप एक बेस्ट कंसेप्ट्स हैं, जैसे इमेज रिकॉग्निशन, टेक्स्ट,
Yes.
how you
हाँ
can
सर.
recognize the text from the image,
Sir.
right? And online you will find some projects also, जैसे you will get a one JPG or some image where handwritten some numerical number is mentioned, like 7.
Yes sir.
Okay, so you find that kind of code publicly available, and out of that, what is the level of accuracy? Unless and until you will not get 7, so you got a that is a convolutional neural networks, and we can apply neural networks or deep learning model. You find your nodes, make your neurons kind of a data node sort of, and which process in your system, and find what is the output. If that output is incorrect, go with the back propagation, right? So you transfer
Understand,
the
sir.
data to the back propagation and again refine your filters till the time you will not get the accurate value. So this is
Yes.
the best practice to make your machine learning more more accurate, and with confidence, because you have a standard results with you. You have a accurate standard results. and then you are refining your machine model to understand the level of accuracy. Until the time you will not get the accuracy, you will not get the solution. It is little bit processor intensive, so make sure you got a good machine, good laptop, or any good computer where you can process. Sometimes it is more depending upon again the data set which you select.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for take it as a small sample with small image sort of, and
Sir.
you can write your code, and that would be a wonderful project if you're taking in the deep learning form.
Sir, wonderful, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, great. Any other query? Try means neural networks, how to perform neural networks, that is deep learning models, and go through with the neural networks, and especially three algorithms, very famous algorithms, ANN, CNN, RNN, right? With forward propagation and back propagation, both. So
Okay, sir.
this is the crisp of your deep learning, and especially neural networks.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Great. Yeah, any other query? So start practicing. Still you face any inconvenience, so let me know. I'll help you. Right? So I'm still connected. In case you want any query, any help, please let me know. Okay? Thank you.